What's up, everyone? This is All Destroyer 229, and welcome back to Let's Play Child of Light. I am just evading enemies left and right over here, trying not to get into a battle. Last time, we found out the uses of those strange pillars that we've been seeing throughout our journey. They were different wisps, like Aniculus, trying to return to their home. And Aniculus, though offered to return, he was given the offer to return to where his people are, he chose to stick it out and continue with Aurora on her journey. Even though the journey's technically over, but whatever. We're still going through this because in this episode, we still have a quest to finish. Now, what I'm going to try to do are to follow these pillars and light them up in order. I'm gonna try my best to light up these pillars in sequential order. Maybe that is the secret that I need to do to unlock Sindel's secret. Is that I do have to follow these specifically and light them all up in a specific pattern. That's just a guess. However, it's the only guess I really can go on at the moment. And I believe this is the last side quest as well. So, at the very least, if I can do this, then hopefully we'll be able to find what the secret is. Okay, so then go over this way. And then it's straight up. It's straight up from down there. And that is a ceiling. Okay, so straight up would be... It would be around here, wouldn't it? This feels a little bit too far away. And of course it would be... Wait a minute. I mean, there's a small enclosure right there. And of course, the path pointed straight up, but I don't see any others of Sindel's marks. Oh? Secret! This is it, I can tell. The golden rectangle of Sindel. I found it! I found it! MP up Stardust. And a chest. A fine spectacular, see? Ooh, shiny. My thoughts exactly, Aniculus. Well, 6 onyx, dear goodness. That is a lot. Faceated onyx. You know, I wonder... If I could get a brilliant onyx. Do I have the gems for that? Maybe. Another faceated onyx. And... No, I would need a torment. I'm pretty sure I can make a torment. That's a citrine. Sapphire? Yeah! Awesome! Brilliant onyx! Brilliant onyx! Alright. Now that is an impressive looking gem. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, let's go ahead and give Jen lightning. I don't think we're really going to get into any fights, but just in case, it would just be a good idea to just give her that. And then for Aurora, what does the onyx do? Reduce damage if HP falls below a certain point. You know what? I think I'm good. Still, that's the final request. We got that taken care of. However, we still have a little bit of exploring that we still need to do. There are still 2 confessions that are out there in the world. And I'm willing to bet that they are either here at the Sea of Sindel. Is it? Yeah, Sindel Sea. Or back at the Temple of the Moon and the Forgotten Tower. Because these are at the tail end of the confessions when we were actually starting to get letters. And that started at the Forgotten Tower. So I think I'm going to start the Forgotten Tower and try to explore my way through there. And see if I can't try to find these last two confessions. Once we have these confessions, then as far as I'm concerned, we're completely done. So, exploration time! Hooray! I'll show the level ups anyway. And I will go ahead and mess with skill trees once we've actually find those confessions. Aha! Confession number 10. Right here to the Temple of the Moon. Well, that's one of these confessions. We still have one more to find. Critical hit Stardust and a place I can enter. Perhaps this is where the last confession resides. Let's see, so what is here? Pretty expansive. Well, doesn't that look friendly? Let's see, what else is over here? More to explore. Ooh! Alright, and another piece of Stardust. Magic's Defense. I think that's actually the last Stardust at the Sindel Sea as well. Ooh. Something here. Another chest. What does this do? Ah, okay. That opens up a path. Okay. So, that is a chest that only Aurora can open. Okay, so apparently I need to find 3 of those little mechanisms and light them up with Aniculus. Okay, seems simple enough. You know what, while we're actually having a bit of time to explore, let's go ahead and give some of these characters some Stardust, as well as giving Jen that skill point. What was I working on with Jen? Jump forward? No, I don't think I was jump forward. Jig, paralyze all. I don't think I was working on anything with Jen. Oh, well. There's backward slam. Sure, we'll work towards the better backward slam. Not that we're really going to get anywhere with that, but... What exactly was I working on with Aurora? Better Starlight? Probably. I couldn't imagine... I don't know why she just has a random skill point that's not spent. Okay, and the Stardust. MP Stardust. Aurora? Sure, why not? Critical hit Stardust. That will go to Robert. Ooh, that increased it by 2. And Magic Defense. Aurora. Alright. So now that that is all situated, let's see. Another one of these pillars. Alright, and that opens up the second lantern. Or lights up the second. Opens up the second lantern. Yes. Yes, it does. Alright, well, we can head on over this way, and I'm pretty sure I am now walking in a complete circle. Okay, does this just take me back out? No, it leads me to a chest. Just as Firefly Elixirs. And down here leads me outside. Okay! Going around in circles, getting some chests. Alright. Alright, so you just need to keep on going until I find where that last pillar is. It should be up this way. Maybe? Possibly? Yeah! Trying to navigate through these thorns. It's a lot easier to go through those things when, you know, Aurora is a child. Aurora as an adult, yeah, they're a lot harder to navigate through. Especially on takeoff. I'm surprised I didn't get hit immediately upon takeoff. I don't know how I didn't get hit with the initial launch and then just happened to get hit. But I mean, it illustrates my point. Alright, so we just press onwards. I did not see those wishes until it was too late. And I'm willing to bet mini-boss? There's gotta be a mini-boss through this room. Yep! Figures! Absolutely figures. A giant fireworm. Okay, stun him. I can get the chest if I want, but I think it's better suited if I just take it out first. So, let's get him! Okay, don't exactly know how a gigantic fireworm can survive underwater, but you know what? Not gonna think too hard on that. Let's go ahead and cast Monsoon. Okay, Aurora. Let's see. Who do we want to switch you out to? Well, Jen's probably the best suited for this. Jen, go and use backward slam on the ice archer. Hey, it seems like I'm gonna actually get a use of changing up Jen's equipment. Backward slam. Hey, crap. Ow. Oh, well, it's a good thing I switched to Jen. That's why I switched out to her and not Rubella. Crap. Okay, Icy Dart, which is also why Jen is there, because she can take those hits like a champ. Finn, let's take out those archers first. Jen, use Paralyze on the Fireworm. Slow it down. Oh, well, I just kind of obliterated him. Okay, and thank goodness he used that. He's just prepping himself. And then, Lightning Strike. Jen, let's go ahead and use... What do I want to use? Let's use Backward Slam on the Archer. We'll deal a little bit of damage from the counterattack, but... whatever. I'm still good to go. Hopefully this should finish off. I love it. I love it a lot. Okay. Jen. I don't think anyone naturally uses water in their main attacks. Well, I haven't used Robert in a while, so let's switch to him. Robert, shoot it with an arrow. Finn, go ahead and use Monsoon. Damn it. Okay, wow. Okay, yeah. It's Robert's specialty. Critical hits and dodging. Oh, and he's already winded? You are no match for us, good sir. Wow, that was hardly a fight at all. Aurora gained a level, Tristis gained a level, Finn gained a level, Robert gained a level, and Rubella as well, and Onya's. Wow. Did everyone gain a level from that? Yes! Dang, okay, wow. Even this late in the game, mini bosses still give a good amount of experience. Okay. Aurora. Working towards that better Starlight. Rubella. We were working towards... Well, we already got the counter heal. We don't really need Tumble All. We don't need Revive. I guess healing? You already heal a good amount. But you know what? Sure, we'll work towards that. If we can. Finn, I still want that Rage of the Capili. Robert. Better double hit. Tristis. What do I want to get you? Ultimate Armor All. Yes, thank you. Onya's. Better Catagated Gleave. We'll work towards that. And Jen, we are still working towards that better backward slam. Okay. Now for my rewards. 2 citrines, 2 emeralds, and 3 sapphires. Really nice. So nice hidden area, but unfortunately, I mean, yeah, I missed this early on, and I'm glad I managed to find it, but no confession to be found. Unless it's like hidden, like straight up here, but I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I went up this way. Well, it's a good thing I checked. No. I want that chest. I want the chest. No, how do I get it? Well, I have an idea of how to get it. I just go around this way, you loop around, you go up here. Presto. Wait, was there another one? There was another one! I didn't think that was the one that I saw, but again, good thing that I caught that, because I'm probably never gonna come back here. Okay, well, that seems to be everything here. Is that everything here at the Sindel Sea? I'm missing 2 chests in the entire area. Wow. How else have I gotten? Malthildus Forest, I'm still missing quite a bit. 2 Stardust and 13 chests. The Plains of Rambert, 1 Stardust and 1 chest. Cliff of Erin, I'm missing 3 chests. And the Sindel Sea, I'm only missing 2. So I've gotten quite a lot. I've gotten almost all of these, of the chests and the Stardusts. Which, considering my intention was never to really go after them, it was like, I'll pick them up where I can. I'd say I did a pretty damn good job finding them. And of course, we still have a little bit more exploration, so we still may find those last 2 chests. But now that we've gotten this little side room taken care of, it's back on searching for that confession. Ha! Found it! Okay, well, not quite where I expected it to be, but you know what? I kind of ran out of options because I've been exploring things quite a bit. As you can see, I actually managed to 100% the Sindel Sea. And I kind of figured, well, you know, if I found it at the Temple of the Moon, maybe it'll be somewhere around there. Of course, the Temple of the Moon wasn't really that great. So I tried going underneath the Temple of the Moon, which, for whatever reason, puts me at the Populi village, but whatever! Doesn't matter! And I gained level ups! Yeah, I actually really tried my best to avoid battles as much as possible, and I kind of completely forgot what I was going on about before. But, at the very least, we got the last confession. That is everything that I wanted to accomplish. So, let's see, I only have 1 skill point, so yeah, not like these really matter, but oh, there's the cursor. But I may as well, you know, just give it to the party members regardless. Tristis, we want the Unstoppable, Onyes, Catagated Gleave, and there we go. Okay. So that basically concludes everything. We've done all the requests, at least I believe we've done all the requests. I've certainly gone through pretty much everything. The only potential things that I could have missed would have been in the Malthildus Forest. There's still quite a few coffers there that I've missed. But the Plains of Erin, we're only missing 3, or Cliffs of Erin. The Plains of Rambert, we're missing 1 Stardust and 1 chest. And the Sindel Sea, we've gotten everything. So that's pretty much everything that I want to accomplish. I pretty much accomplished, what, maybe 97% of the game? Minus those coffers and Stardust, which I think is pretty good. However, we still have these last confessions. So why don't we go through these in order? Confession number 1. The centuries have been unkind to us. Gods forgotten well, maybe I should, I'm a little far away from the TV, so I'm thinking of just reading off the gamepad, which actually doesn't seem like a bad idea. So, redo! Confession number 1. The centuries have been unkind to us. Gods forgotten within, white temples fade. Under lidded eyes the palace sits, frayed. Doors closed. Behind bleached rooms gathering dust. The gilded thrones gleam, muted by dull rust. Rings worn into still walls. Is that still? It is still. Rings worn into still walls, chart neglect laid. Strata of history, clean by no maid. No breeze, mirrors shut. Glass molted with must. The explorers stand still, statues bleached white. Eyes lidded, heads empty as the room. Plans fade for a future repainted bright. Pristine comes unclean without a fresh fight. The past reigns, skeletal, holding a blank slate. The gleaming potential of a tomb. Confession number 2. Our bodies cut like dragonflies the air, dividing. Parceling the winds for later, to unwrap carefully under the stare. Like bark, our skin stores fires, blinding blue flare. Earthquakes our bones shake at their equator. Arced light from the sky dances in our hair. Gifts all hidden beneath surface willpower. Raging rivers subterranean, pure. Water tapped before the explorer's tower. By wild ones, keepers of magic power. They alone divine the deep source obscure. Their grasp taught Lemuria to flower. Yet instead of giving, we build cages, and bury truth, hide our world from the ages. Confession number 3. Some say an idea can be dangerous, like creepers in the garden so serene, beneath sprawling plants twisting unseen, exposing buried heads insidious, uprooting order created for us. Frenetic vines dividing stone and stream, intent on sacrificing virgin green and turning tended rose to wilderness. But what of those whose nurse the garden fair? The curious bees darting bloom to bloom, from outside the garden's limit they be, and bring abundant life to nature's womb. Their fearsome sting may cause the meek to flee, but tangled creepers they coax to bear fruit. Confession number 4. Pen scratches paper, the first to attack. Some lines end, ink out, well important dry. Others drip, ruining many an eye. Some run off the page and never come back. Others bleed, cloak, in gowns of black. Father above son, rarely crossing wives. Boxes in pairs line up to die. All burn as they sign the hollow pact. Treaties and battle plans end the same. Under one foot executed, spell cried. Arkin ambushed in Symbol's name. Family strikes out family for crowns red dyed. Ink on paper drips down brows like rain. Poison pens plants, a forest of pain. Confession number 5. They say the four from out of darkness came. Malthildis shaped cruel nature with her art. The surging ocean Sindel's math did part. Rambert spread his wealth upon the barren plain. Aaron's spear lit the highest peaks aflame. They say at the explorer's heart lies the secret of ages to impart. Through its fire, the wilderness they did tame. But if all was dark, whence came their spark? Light dances along a chain, flaming bright, spreading out to bridge the cold, empty night. Star to star, trailing blooms of red-hot flame. Such a path must span our sky's blackened arc, leading to another dawn, a lost sight. Confession number 6. My eyes wide, mirrored back, I touch the glass. Here, by my hand, Sindel's daughter exiled, enemy of Lemuria reviled. Painted smile, loyal Onyes made her pass. Path crossed to all but the criminal class, decreed since the ancient rift was styled. A forbidden reflection, untamed, wild, fit for those beneath the chaotic mass. On this side, nothing moves, calcified. The explorers went in search of vision, yet with tradition we ourselves imprisoned new, frozen, a reflection of the past. The secret lies beyond my gaze, a journey vast. The glass I touch I do, then fall through. Confession number 7. Smoke boils black. Fire slides on twin slicks of ice through cities hot. Ideas dance in the bars at night. Oculi unheard of. Forgotten light. Invention shapes engine. Dream device. London's exhibition halls visited thrice. The saloons of Paris lit with paintings bright. Munich makes music of transcendent might. These wonders of Europe more than entice. But between glimmering bulbs most wander, lost. The men here come and go, cloaks light in distrust. The women tie their throats shut. All know only cost. One wears red, one blue. In flocks split they rust. Only the few whose gaze burn clear of frost, I will with Lemuria's secrets trust. Confession number 8. Love dissolves in the daylight, lost night's scent. A hand open in the candlelight begs mine. I turn away, wick burned down to dregs. Czars, kaisers, princes, their charms on me spent. At dawn my heart returned what was lent. Time's harsh touch owns me, whipping at my legs. The secret steps ahead. Guilt to me time pegs to abate Lemuria's fast descent. But day has its shadows, nooks under rocks. Someone knows secrets new who explored not. Time has its matchmaker, can stop all clocks. A meek duke trembling, gentle hands drawn. One dance banished all light and night caught. You stood in the way and eclipsed the dawn. Confession number 9. The mirror's thrown open, the search begun. All these years and the answer is laid plain. It was not hidden in the archives of Spain. The secret of Rome is far more than one. They left behind at the fall on the run for Lemuria we now must reclaim. The explorers within their kingdom vain, a prize dropped in ruins, lost from the sun. The future bright, first follow the starry night. Professor Balthasar's manuscript holds a clue, if read under Aaron's right. But will it close the rift one would unite? Time fades to evening, still closer shadows drift. Who makes this right? Not me. You, my child of light. Confession number 10. For Mr. Elm's eyes only. I'm not sure anyone here can even read English, so I figured this letter is safe. I found Balthasar's book after you disappeared. The police gave up looking for you, but I knew better. I followed your trail, but I didn't expect this at all. I just heard a voice. I'm worried someone's coming. I'll write more later. Sophie Ashton Elias. Confession number 11. 11. For Mr. Elm's eyes only. I took a bath in a stream for the first time in my life today. I went under to wash my hair, and when I came back up, a small creature about the size of a rabbit was looking down at me. It was perched on the surface of the water itself. I thought Manhattan had hard water. This place is over the moon. I guess I better get used to it. I am starting to think I will never find my way back. I hope you're out there somewhere. Sophie Ashton Elias. Confession number 12. For Mr. Elm's eyes only. There's a raging storm outside, unlike any I've ever seen. Water spirits wander through the fort's turrets, that's a T. Water spirits wander through the turrets of rain, wailing. Deafening crashes light up the violet sky above the plains. I'm not sure if they are caused by thunder or dragons. I've been in a small cave for safety. Clothes are drenched, but I managed to start a fire. Nothing to do but wait, so I'm taking the time to comb through Balthasar's book. Here's what I've learned about Lemuria so far. Lost continent. I found that one online before I came. You get in through mirrors. Not certain whether traveling through time as well as space. Magic is real. Oh man, is this one like the bullet point to end all bullet points? Well, that's it for now. The fire's dying. Oh, what an adventure this is turning out to be. I hope my parents are okay. Sophie Ashton Elias. Confession number 13. For Mr. Elm's eyes only. This evening, while I was hunting for apples, don't worry, I used the drawings of the poison-free ones in the book, I saw a floating castle in the distance. I suppose the Queen of Light lives there? Wonder what it would be like to rule over the wilds of Lemuria. From the map, I can see it's a pretty large place. It's taken me days of wandering, and I've only seen a fraction of old Lemuria. What is outside the old part? What is the rest like? Maybe I'll get to explore it all. Hopefully, once I find you. After roasting a couple apples on the fire, I'm using the dying flames to explore Balthasar's book. I'll just write these as I go. Fairy tales aren't so tailish. I even saw a griffin yesterday. Mysterious explorers built cities here a long time ago. And some are still populated. Sophie Ashton Elias. Confession number 14. For Mr. Elm's eyes only. I heard strange sounds in the forest again last night. I am worried that someone from the club followed me. I found the hut exactly where it was marked in the book, but you aren't here. Where are you? Sophie Ashton Elias. Confession number 15. For Mr. Elm's eyes only. I spied a group of men with funny beards picking plants in the forest. They look a little like the gnomes my aunt perches in the branches of her Christmas tree. From the book, I suppose these are Capelli? I noticed something I missed in the pages this time. A race that lives in the mountains and bathes in hot springs are called Amara. You've circled it. That's where I'm going next. More notes from the Balthasar. A powerful secret was hidden somewhere. Although there seem to be a lot of secrets. At least to me, anyway. The Hollow Pact. A betrayal that led to some kind of war between family lines. Caused by or about the rift. Afterward, someone from Sindel's line was expelled into our world by a Queen of Light. And cursed to live in darkness if she returned? The rift. Something in the 1300s. Must be important. Sophie Ashton Elias. And finally, confession number 16. Mr. Elm, it's worse than I thought. 2 men followed me through the mirror. They're after you. Please find this, or better yet, I hope you're far away. One of them has a gun. I'm leaving the hut and heading up into the mountains into the snow. If you're there, keep warm. I'm coming. Sophie. And there we have it. All the confessions. It does seem like the confessions are split into 2 different parts. One detailing a war that happened long ago. My guess, between Umbra and the Queen of Light, Aurora's mother. It seems as though in the end, nice to see that chest. It seems as though Aurora's mother managed to banish Umbra. But then Umbra came back. Or perhaps the opposite. Umbra banished Aurora's mother. Aurora's mother was then sent to the real world. They both seem to have some sort of connection to the real world. However, they were both rulers of Lemuria. Both were heirs to the throne. And they couldn't really decide on what to do with the connection between the real world and Lemuria, as well as the inhabitants of Lemuria itself. So Aurora's mother married the Duke of Austria and eventually had a child, Aurora, her own heir. And she placed her trust in Aurora to bring everything back to normal. Meanwhile, Umbra, it seems like she wanted to separate the two lands so that she could rule Lemuria by herself and her two daughters. However, we've put a stop to it. We've ended Umbra's reign, and Lemuria is at peace once more. Although, exactly who this Sophie character is, where she is, and where exactly she fits in. An outsider looking in, traversing through, in her words, through space and time. Since Sophie apparently wrote these letters a long time ago. And with Aurora, it seems like, if I remember correctly, I mean, yeah, she's the daughter to the Duke of Austria in like the 1890s. And then, of course, the rift that split in Sophie's own notes apparently happened in the 1300s. So it seems as though there are still a lot of secrets in Lemuria. But we've found all that we can. And so this concludes Let's Play Child of Light. It's been a fun ride. And I've really enjoyed having to go through all these confessions, trying to find all the secrets Lemuria has to offer. And although there are still a few secrets left, some chests in Stardust that we never really claimed, I'd say we've come a very far way from the little girl who was on her deathbed to the Queen of Lemuria, the Child of Light. So until next time, everyone, take care.